Hey everybody, it's me, Stephanie Meester. I'm a Star Executive Director with Tupperware, and today I want to show you about one of the most exciting sets for me in September. This is on the September Sale Flyer 2022. It starts September 1st and goes until the 28th, which is the last Wednesday of September. So I'm not going to go through all of the products. I'm going to camp out on the impression set because I seriously could not wait for this sale. I love the Impressions line. It is my absolute favorite. And I know if you're a baker, most bakers prefer the That's a Bowls. I'm not a baker. I prefer the more open a bag and dump style of cooking. So that's why I prefer the Impressions bowls. So I'm going to go through just this entire set, tell you why it's such an incredible value and why we use it constantly. So the first thing that it comes with is two sets of the Impressions bowls. These are three-piece bowls. They are 5.5 cup, 10 cup, and 18 cup. So this is the 18 cup bowl. And then we have, well, out here, the other two smaller ones there. Okay. So as you can see, they stack beautifully, but they also nest beautifully. This is all three bowls and all three of their seals. And there you can see the other one. So I love these because you can nest them really well for your cupboard, for your camper, for your boat, for wherever you're going. It's super easy to nest. I also like them if I'm going somewhere and I have all of my bowls out separately. They're going to seal because they're Tupperware. But then when I'm ready to bring it home, food's all gone, I can nest them home and bring them home like this so that I only have to make sure the outside bowl is clean before I dump them in the dishwasher when I get home. Another thing I absolutely love about these bowls is they have a ring right here. And at first I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty. And then someone told me that it's to put the bowl on top of. So if you were at a church potluck, if you go to a friend's house, you're actually going to know where the bowl is when it's time to come back home because the lid is right underneath the bowl the whole time. I absolutely love it. So it looks pretty. It kind of looks like a flower. It's very pretty, but also it's functional. You're going to know where your lid is when it's time to go rather than, looking all over the kitchen, the dishwasher, under the fridge, whoever, who knows where that lid went. And then another thing I absolutely love about these bowls is the how pretty it makes a table look. So when my husband turned 40, he decided he wanted to have a birthday party where he did all of the cooking. Like he wanted to have everybody over and he wanted to do the work. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, that's not my active a birthday party, but that's what he wanted to do. Great. So he wanted to do the burgers. He used the burger press for the burgers, and he wanted a whole bunch of chips and some fruit and some, dips and just a whole bunch of different stuff. And I'm like, well, I've got lots of these sets of bowls. So I literally started opening bags and dumping. So I've got bowls full of everything looking like this because I put all of the lids all over the table and then put the bowls on top of them. So they were all prepared ahead of time. When it's time to serve, just take the lid off, put it underneath, and there it's ready to go. I got compliment after compliment after compliment on how pretty my table was and how much time it must have taken. And I'm, on the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. All of that. Inside, I'm thinking I literally dumped chip bags into bowls. Yay me. It looked pretty, right? It absolutely looked pretty. And people were impressed. Like nobody stopped to think, oh yeah, like she had one too many bags of Doritos that day. Like, no, they don't go into thinking how long it took or what it cost or anything like that. They're looking at how pretty this table was. And pretty obviously means it must have taken time, right? So I love these bowls. I absolutely love these bowls for that. Another quick recipe you can do with these is take two bowls that are next to each other in size. So I'll take these ones because they're little, but it could be the middle and the big one, or there are miniature bowls or jumbo size bowls. They're just not available right now, but there are some. So just two next size bowls. You'll want green sorbet, red sorbet, and chocolate chips. Like mini chocolate chips are even better. Okay. So you take the green sorbet, soften it, don't melt it, just soften it, and then press it till it's about an inch thick all over. Nestle this bowl in, squish it in there so it's going to stay there. And then put the lid on it so the ice cream doesn't get funky where it's touching the air, and put it in the freezer. Let it freeze up real hard. And then when you're ready to continue, take your red sorbet out, and you could even mix it in the bigger bowl if you want to, and smush it together with the chocolate chips. So again, you don't want it to melt. If it melts, it won't work. Just smushable. So smush it with the mini chocolate chips. Then you're going to take this one out. You can put a little bit of warm water and swish it around if you need to, but work that out. So you've got your green shell here. Put the red with the chocolate chips in here, smush it in real good. Again, put the lid down and put it back in the freezer till it's good and hard. Then when you're ready to serve, dump it in some hot water or warm water, not hot. You don't want it to melt. You just want it to loosen up a bit. And then take a platter or a plate, put it here, dump it over, and you'll want to do like a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of finagling, get it out. So you'll have this green dome. When you cut into it, you have watermelon sorbet cake. I love it. The first time I had someone tell me that they made that and they had it at their daughter's birthday party. She was, I don't know, turning 10 or 12 or something. I don't remember how old she was. She was young. But she's like, everybody was so impressed and it was so easy. I'm like, I know, I love it. It's so good. She sent pictures and everything. It's great. That was years ago. I don't even think I have those pictures anymore. But I love easy recipes that look impressive. You know, like dumping chips into a bowl that looks pretty. Making watermelon cake that takes minutes to prepare but looks so impressive. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna move these bowls off to the side. So in this big set, you get 2 of these sets of bowls, which honestly, you need 2 sets. 1 set is not enough. You need 2, just my opinion. Next, it comes with 2 sets of the microwave reheatable cereal bowls. So the cereal bowls, they are 2 cups. Each set is 4, so you get 2 of each color. There's with the lids on, and here's nested. I wanted you to be able to see. And they all, like, they'll just keep nesting just like that. I love it. They are space saving. I also love for small children because it's got a flat bottom as well as high sides, meaning that they can use their fork and push their food all around and it's not going to like go all over the high chair or the table or whatever. And it's got a very low likelihood of them doing this because the bottom is so flat. It's going to stay there. Also like it for the car because you hit a bump and the sides are big enough, they're tall enough that the food's not going to go flying. I mean, that would have to be one heck of a bump if it went flying. Sides are nice and tall. They are microwave reheatable. They might stain over time, but that does not hurt. I mean, Tupperware is all toxin free, no phthalates, no BPA, no any of those fancy words. And I practiced really hard to be able to say them. So none of those toxins in here. It's completely safe, even if it does stain over time. They're completely microwave safe. You just want to take the lids off before putting them in the microwave. So you get 8 of those bowls, 2 of each color, and then you get 2 sets of tumblers. Actually, I'm going to talk about the plates first because the story is really good. You'll like it. So you get 2 sets of the microwave reheatable plates. Again, 2 of each color, all coordinating. I love that about this set. It all coordinates, which makes your table look even prettier. The first time I put a coordinating set like this out, not counting my husband's 40th birthday, I got so many compliments. I'm like, I don't understand why I'm getting compliments because I am not Martha Stewart. I am not Rachel Ray. Like, I don't, color coordinating is hard for me. Making sure that things look good are hard for me. When I decorate a room, it's like, oh, well, I liked that and I like that and that. Well, they didn't go together, but I liked all 3 of them. So I hung them on my wall. Like, that's totally my type of decorating. I have very few pictures of my kids on my wall because they're all on my phone, and it never occurs to me that maybe I should print some. The only reason I have pictures of my kids on my wall is because my neighbor said, "Here, there's a special. I'm going to go send these to, I don't know, Walgreens or CVS, whoever was running the special. I don't remember who it was. So we can put them on your wall." I'm like, great, let's do that. It's great. So coordinating, it's a big deal in my book. Everything matches, everything looks together. Your table looks impressive. So you get 2 sets of these. Again, completely microwave reheatable, might stain over time, but again, no toxins. You're not going to hurt your food. Completely safe for the microwave. I love these. So 8 of those. Now we're going to end with the tumblers. So I want to show you how they nest. So they stack really nice in the cupboard, no matter which way you stack. Then all together, they're fantastic. I love these. I love that they're narrow at the bottom for smaller hands, bigger at the top for bigger hands. They're also textured. You can see there's a slight wave to it, so it's easier to grab onto. It's not going to slide out of your hand as easily. So let's promise you a story. So my story is my husband loves to spend time in his garage. This is apparently all about my husband, his stories on this clip. But he doesn't, take a beer out to the garage. He doesn't take a water bottle out to the garage. No, he takes his milk to the garage. And this again, story is years old. But so think about how often guys bring all their stuff in from the garage, all of their dishes, right? I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. Now keep in mind that there's milk in all these cups. brings them in from the garage every 3, 4 months. Honey, I don't have any cups in my cupboard. He goes and go gets the cups, go gets everything, brings in a big tub of Tupperware. And of course, it's disgusting. Well, one year, again, this was years ago, he's sitting over there, probably just chagrin. But there was milk, this much milk in it. And I turned it over and it was solid. It stayed right there. It was disgusting. Like, you don't know how tempted I was to just throw the whole thing in the garbage at that point. I'm like, I know it's Tupperware and it's guaranteed for life, but I'm not smelling this thing. I'm not touching it. I'm nasty. And I'm like, no, I sell Tupperware. I have to at least try. Right. So I got the dishwasher all ready. I turned the water on high and hot. I put my garbage disposal on. I held my breath, open, dump, like I had to do dump, put it in, shut the dishwasher, start it. Like, so I didn't want to smell anything like disgusting. Right. And I'm thinking, this is going to be awful. I'm still going to have to throw this cup away. There's going to be nastiness all over this cup, whatever. And so you come back to it and someone else has put the dishes away. Fantastic. I love it. It's, great. Thanks for helping in the kitchen. And inside, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that nasty cup is now in my cupboard. So I open up my cupboard and I'm going through all my cups, like, where's this nasty cup? Where's it? I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it because it had come absolutely clean. Everything smelled right. You can bet that I was smelling every single one of those tumblers to figure out which one it was. Nope, no smell, no staining, no nothing. It had come completely clean. I like it's still in my cupboard to this day. Fantastic. I absolutely love it. Another thing I love about these is the dripless straw seal. It's dripless. So stick my finger through it. I should have grabbed a straw, but I didn't. You can see that my finger's actually going through. It's a place for a straw. But when it's on your tumbler, as long as it is not a carbonated beverage, if you put a carbonated beverage in here, it will spit because carbonation expands. But if your water is in here, lukewarm or cold or whatever, you're going to flip it over. It's going to stay right there. It's not going to drip. If you have a straw in there, then what is in the straw will come out, but then the end of the straw is up here. So it's not going to continue to drip out because it suctions around the straw here. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic for kids. It's fantastic for the car, on the go, husbands who take their milk to the garage. Like, I cannot say enough good about these tumblers. I love these tumblers. And I love that there are 4 different colors because then you can have kids and they each have their cup for the day. What color is your cup today? Well, my cup is green today. My cup is yellow today, or marigold, whatever you want to call it. So many things I love about these. So the best thing about all of this is you can get all of these. That's 2 sets of bowls, 2 sets of the microwave reheatable cereal bowls, 2 sets of the luncheon plates, and 2 sets of the tumblers. You can get 2 of all of that. That's a complete 30-piece set for $189. That is a screaming deal. The retail is $306. I'm so excited. Like, I'm tempted to keep this set and not sell it because I need more of these myself. And I've been selling for 15 years. That's kind of crazy. So I hope this has helped. They are all on sale individually, but obviously the best deal is to get it all together. I hope this has helped. Reach out to me or your consultant if you have any other questions or if you're ready to purchase this fantastic deal. Thanks for watching. Bye.